Hello everyone and welcome back to Flying Simon, where today we are doing something slightly different because we are discussing some unpopular gliding opinions or hot takes, the gliding edition. So let's dive right into it. Before we start, what actually is a hot take? A hot take is an unpopular opinion or an opinion that is meant to cause controversy. What I've done is on my Instagram at flying.simon, I've made a poll asking you for your unpopular opinion. So my unpopular opinion is that water is quite overrated. And I don't mean that you shouldn't take it, but I do think that people tend to take their water too long into their flight. Doesn't make that much of a difference. So let's dive into some of the suggestions you have given me and see how I rate them. So the first one is from jbradford_99 and he says, I prefer the original LS winglets to the Neos. Ooh, controversial one to start with, and I must confess that I actually agree with this one. So maybe performance-wise the Neos are better, but aesthetically I think the old ones still look really good. So I don't think everyone will agree, but yeah, I certainly agree. So I give this one 4 Neos. And let's dive into the next one. So Stepan IG_ or Stepanik _ says, bucket hats are not sexy. Oof. I agree. I'm one of these guys who takes the hat off just before landing and who likes to put it on just after launch. So indeed, bucket hats are not that sexy. I think it's a conspiracy to make it less awkward, but indeed they are very ugly. So I give this comment 5 bucket hats. Now into the next one. It is at particularly with a dot in between. These different Sonnenbruchstelle in the winch launch always use black. Not everyone will like this one. Indeed, it may be good to start on black sometimes, and I must confess that if I'm carrying a lot of water and I don't want it to break, then sometimes it's good to use black, but definitely not always use black. Definitely not, because you might overstress the glider, and nobody wants that. I once heard that if you start with black and then it breaks, then you have to do an inspection of the glider. So I wouldn't say to start on black every single time, but thank you very much for that. And I give it 3 yellow Sonnenbruchstellen. Okay, so the next one is from @Harold de Vriend, a Dutch guy, and he says, I've had fun in the Astia. Oh man, what a savage. I mean, I can't comment on this one. I haven't flown the glider yet, but I will fly it one day. I will fly it, and then I'll give you my verdict, and I'll rate this comment in a nice way. But for now, I give it 3 U-boats. Okay, the next one is from @Hullenberger567, who says, VNE, the speed to never exceed, is just a suggestion. Well, let's get into that one. Indeed, from an engineering perspective, it is true. VNE is just a mathematical suggestion. I think the actual speed is about 1.2 times higher than that speed. And I know a great story about this. I think it was at the Sailplane Grand Prix, and there were 3 Ventus 3s cruising at VNE, and one guy said that he saw Tilo Holighaus, who of course designed the Ventus 3 with his team, flew even faster than the VNE. So he was flying VNE, and then he saw Tilo just flying past. So indeed for him, VNE is a suggestion, but I would say maybe adhere to the speed limit. Maybe that's a good idea. So I give this comment 2 Tilos. So let's dive into the last hot take, and it's from @Walter Valentin, I'm not sure. Thank you for giving your suggestion. And he says, the new Ventus looks old and boring compared to the JS3. Oof, that one is controversial. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think this is a very interesting one. I must confess, I do really like how futuristic the JS3 looks. So with its high wings, it really looks like the next big step. But the Ventus, it always tickles me in some part. I think it's one of the best looking gliders out there. And so to make a choice between the two is very, very difficult. But I like the comment, so I'm giving it 5 times an aus. So that's it. We had some true hot takes, some true controversy. I hope that you like this type of video. It's a bit different than it usually is. Down in the comment section, let me know which comments you like the most, if you agree to them, and if you have some more unpopular gliding opinions. If you also want to contribute to these videos, make sure to follow me on Instagram at flying.simon, and hopefully we'll do something in the future. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to help me, because it really does help, and I'll see you in the next one.